It's early morning at my hometown. Right now I'm trying to see if I can find some kit foxes. A friend of mine said that when he drives to work out here, he sees them along the road. It's my fourth time being out here, but I haven't seen one yet. This is the not so fun part of wildlife photography, sitting around waiting for an animal to show up. At least I know these foxes have been spotted out here, but I haven't had any luck. I should just get night vision goggles and come out here at like midnight, sit around for hours waiting for them. Might not get a picture, but at least might get an idea of like what path they take. I walked along the road looking for tracks, but all I could find were like donkey tracks. It's not too late in the morning just yet. There's one other spot I'm gonna hit up that has worked out before, not for foxes but for coyotes. We'll see if they're there today. Golf courses are one of the best places to find coyotes. On the Arizona photography group on Facebook, I always see pictures of coyotes, and they're always at golf courses. Usually I spot the coyotes right under that tree there. Not seeing them today though. I'm gonna hang back here in this wash a little bit, see if any of them show up. Well, I checked the usual spot where there's coyotes. I don't see any this morning either, but I'll walk around the golf course. Maybe they're just resting at a different location. I haven't seen any people out golfing, so I don't think they've been scared off. Still not having any luck finding anything. There's that wash right there that runs right alongside the golf course. Coyotes use washes as like a desert highway of sorts. It's their way of cutting through town. I'm gonna keep walking along. Ran into some people walking their dogs down here. They say they see coyotes down here every morning. Found a golf ball in the tree. Heading back to my car. Got a few pictures of birds, but nothing too interesting. That's how it goes sometimes. At least the people that live out here said they see coyotes every morning. Just gotta keep coming out here till I see them. I usually get down here after I get off work, because it's a short drive from my house. It's a little late in the morning, but coyotes can be seen all throughout the day here. Went back to the spot where I usually see the coyotes. Looking at the ground here, looks like there's some prints in the dirt. Alright, this is attempt number 3, looking for the coyotes. No signs of them yet. Well, I got a lead on the coyotes. The last area I walked through, there's a lady that sits in her backyard. She was there yesterday. I talked to her today. She says around 6:30 there's one coyote that runs through that particular area. So I just need to get there before 6:30, which is kind of difficult because I don't get off work till 6, so I'd have to really rush over to that spot. She says the coyotes, they're pretty often. It was there like 3 days in a row, so I must have like just missed it yesterday. Still haven't spotted any coyotes. I did spot, however, some killdeer, which is interesting. I usually only see them down at the beach. Alright, finally spotted a coyote. Gonna start snapping photos. I don't want to get too close. It's at a golf course, so they're kind of used to people. I don't know if people have been feeding them and might come up to me expecting food or something. Just want to keep my distance. I just went down that hill there. I'm just gonna walk farther down before I take a peek. I don't want to walk right over the top of it. Good morning. Just saw a coyote a second ago.
What's that?
Just saw a coyote a second ago.
Oh yeah, they're out here. That's where I got the leash.
Yeah, he went right down the hill there.
He lives over there. And then there's another one that lives up here. I used to let him run loose, but I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, where do they live at?
Well, there's a vacant yard over there, and that might be the one. He kind of lives over there.
Yeah.
And then the other one, there's another one he sort of scoots along the buildings over there. But I used to let him run loose, but I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And they're sick, you know. They do, and I wish that I almost wish that animal control would come and put them out of their misery, but I feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if there's like a cure for mange or what.
Well, if there is, I don't know how they're going to give it to them.
Yeah.
Unless they just catch them and do it.
I'm in manual mode. I got the ISO set on auto. Try and get a picture where the shutter speed's high enough to freeze any motion, but low enough to cut down whatever noise that I can. The coyote moved to where the sun was behind it. While I was snapping photos, I checked, see how they're coming out, and they were super bright, so I brought the evaluative meter down 2 stops. Because it's trying to expose for the dark coyote, and it was just blowing out the highlights like crazy. It's easier to recover shadows than it is to recover highlights. So it's always better to have slightly darker image than one that's a little too overexposed. The coyote moved to down in the reeds, kind of by the blue heron. I'm thinking about heading down that way, but I might scare both of them off. I'll have to make a long path up and around, like a big circle. And we'll see what happens. I'll record in case anything happens. It's a little bit windy out. I think my tripod's still kind of moving around from the wind. I have the image stabilizer off. Shooting at 1/400th of a second to make sure any movement was frozen, but it still looks kind of blurry. And that's zooming up on the photo. Might have to try to get a bit closer to the coyote too. Looks like this coyote's really sleeping now. Just got cloudy out. Snapped a ton of photos. I went to my live view mode and had the focus on manual focus. From there I adjusted the focus until the coyote looked sharp. I used the magnifying glass to do like a digital zoom in on the screen to make sure that it was sharp. Starting to get some cloud coverage now. This blue heron is still over here too. It's right there. And the coyote's right down there. He's sleeping now. I don't want to bother him. For wildlife photography, you shouldn't be harassing the animals. It's not good for them. It's not good for people involved. Well, coyotes aren't super dangerous, but there's a lot of animals that are. The audio for those last few clips were ruined. There's actually a lot more video I shot, but I'm not even going to include those clips because the audio was so bad the wind just drowned out my voice completely. I do have a windscreen on the way for my mic, so hopefully in future vlogs the audio quality will be a little bit better. The coyote I got pictures of has mange. In fact, a lot of coyotes within my city do. I've heard of mange for a long time, but I've never been too sure of what it is. It's caused by a parasitic mite infection which causes skin irritation. Of course, any animal that has that skin irritation will end up scratching their fur off. There are cures for mange, but it's a long treatment that includes different liquids and oils. People have different opinions of what should be done about the coyotes with mange. Some believe they should just be put down because coyotes do pose a threat to people, especially small children and pets. Some people believe the coyotes should just be left alone and let nature take its course. And I'm sure some believe that coyotes should be relocated outside of town with or without any treatment. I shot a lot of video this past week or so, which is great because it's been super hot out, so I've been able to split up all the video between two different vlogs. The last few days it's been at close to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and the next few days it's gonna be just as hot. I know there's a lot of different things I could do to improve my videos, such as how I speak to the camera, how I even look towards the camera. I could include a lot more B-roll. I could include a lot more music and sound effects. Like I said in vlog 1, I haven't really shot video before, and I'm finding the best way to learn is to just do it. After each video I watch through and take down mental notes of what I could improve upon. I could even improve upon my photography quite a bit. I now always shoot with my aperture as wide open as possible. Doing so does decrease the depth of field, and of course I'll change the aperture depending on the type of shot that I'm going for. Having the aperture wide open also decreases sharpness. I'm going to do a video soon of making comparisons of shooting at different apertures. If you're interested to see how my videos improve over time, like and subscribe. And thank you for watching.